Hi everybody, my name is David Brennan with Safety Evolution, and today I want to chat with you about how as a safety professional you can learn all the things that you need to be able to do your job. So, you have a very stressful position. You're looked to decide safety critical decisions, to give that support to your team, to help them make those decisions. There's a lot riding on you as a person to make sure that your workforce gets home safe at the end of the day. So we have a huge opportunity as safety professionals to get better and better at our jobs and to learn way more about how to do them and the skills that we need to protect our workers. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. So when I first started in safety, I started shortly after running my own line locating company, talked my way into a job. And so my experience was the experience that I had just running my own company's safety program. I had a good base, but I didn't really understand how much was involved in being a safety professional and what was required. So the first thing I did is I jumped at training to go and get my construction safety officer designation or the NCSO. And then from there, I realized, wow, I just know about this much. And so from there, I went to university and got my certificate in occupational health and safety, opened up my eyes a tiny bit more, and I realized, wow, there is a huge amount to this job. At the same time, I was working on understanding legislation, getting to know the practices and procedures of the job and the companies that I was with. And then from there, I moved on and got my MBA. And nowadays, I focus on how to build culture. I focus on leadership. I focus on interpersonal relationships and communication skills. And let me tell you, there's so much out there to learn. So I used a framework to help me with my continuous learning to get to where I am, and I want to share it with you because I think it's really important as safety professionals that we help each other learn all the things and be able to get better tools and better ways to be able to move our careers ahead and protect the people that we work with. So there's two main places that you need to start. The first one is your individual learning, and then the second one is your professional learning. So individual learning is very simple. It's all of the training and information that you can learn personally that's going to help you be a better person. And so professionally, we're going to be looking at the skills that are going to help you with your career and how to be able to do your job better. So the first thing that you want to do is a little bit of an assessment on yourself, see where you're at. I always like Simon Sinek's why. Start with your why. Why are you doing this? What's important to you? Because when you figure that out, that's going to give you the direction that you need over the next 10 and 20 years to be able to figure out the goals that you want to be able to set. Leads into the second part. Once you figure out your why, figure out where you want to be in 20 years. Where do you want to be in 10? Where do you want to be in 20 years? And use this as your guide for what you feel at this point you're going to need to learn to be able to be that person. Once you have this in place, sit down and write out your 1 year, your 3 year, and your 5 year goals, and then your long-term goal so that you have all of it written down and this is the basis for your plan. Once you have your goals set out, now you can start to research training courses, education, books, videos, mentors, everything that you're going to need to be able to actually reach those goals. Once you have that in place, now you have the basis for your plan and you can start to implement it. The one thing that I would suggest is that you regularly review your plan, regularly review your why, and regularly review your long-term goals, because what you're going to do is you're going to find as you move and life changes that those change as well. You're not going to ever learn anything today that you wish you hadn't, let me tell you. But what you're going to do is probably find that occasionally you're going to change your plan and be able to say, okay, you know what? I've learned something new. I think I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction. So update that, review it every quarter at least. So that'll really help you out with making sure that your plan stays in place. So the last one here that I want to touch on is don't ever stop learning. One of the biggest things that I see in people is they believe that, if I get this figured out, then we'll be easy sailing after that. Let me tell you, the problems get bigger and you're going to need a better skill set, and you're going to need more knowledge to be able to solve the problems that are coming at you. So as a recap, make sure that you're working on your individual and your professional growth. Make sure that you understand why you're doing what you're doing. Set out your where you want to be in 10 and 20 years. Then build your 1, 3, and 5 year goals. Find your courses, training, mentors, and everything that you need to reach those goals. And make sure that you're doing a review all the time, at least every quarter. Download our personal safety involvement. It's a great tool for you to be able to learn how to get more out of your workforce, being able to ask them the questions that you need to have difficult conversations and be able to help them grow their culture and make the right decisions when push comes to shove. Have a great day, and thank you very much.